Today we are reviewing the Dior D-joy in the size small. You guys have been asking for this review since I got this bag, but I always like to give a little time before I go in depth on a new style. But since this is one of the hottest bags right now, I figured, I have used it quite a bit, so let's get into all the details. Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and I love colorful bags. I've been collecting designer bags for 18 years and other handbags even longer. If you love handbags and want honest reviews, my channel is the place for you. Today I will get into the features of the Dior Small D-joy, what fits inside, pros and cons, size comparison to my Chanel mini rectangular flap, mod shots, and some suggestions on how you can style this bag. So let's get right into it. This bag has quite a lot of nice features for such a tiny bag. Most of them are done in a smooth leather. You have the Dior charms here that you see on the Lady Dior style. It has the same pattern as the Lady Dior has. It's just kind of a squished and elongated version of the classic Lady Dior. On the bottom there are no feet, it's just a very smooth panel. Quite a slim bag with just one line of the pattern. Handles fold completely down, so this does come with two shoulder straps. The top of the bag is the flap closure and there's some magnets here to keep it secure inside. On the inside, it's lined in this beautiful suede, and you have one pocket in the back here, rings on the sides here, so if you're not using a strap, they fold down inside and you can't see them sticking out of the top. This bag comes with two straps. You have a short shoulder strap and a crossbody strap. Crossbody strap is fully leather in the same color as the bag. And the shoulder strap has this beautiful chain detail at the end with the CD on the closure. This is how it looks with just the small shoulder strap. I will show in the mod shots later on both types of straps on the body and how it looks on me. But if you are going to carry it in the hand, I do recommend removing the longer straps just because this is a very delicate leather. As a size comparison to my Chanel mini rectangular, this is how they look together. The Chanel is a little bit wider and slightly shorter, but they do fit a similar amount. So when I do the what fits inside, I'll take the items from one bag to the other so you can just see how similar they are. Currently, these bags are the same retail price at $4,900 US. So that's why I wanted to compare them in this review, because if you're in the market for this, you might want to weigh your options against the Dior. One of the main differences is, of course, the straps. The Chanel has a fixed strap. Crossbody is really the only way to wear this unless you get a chain shortener, which I'll have some linked below. The Dior has two straps, plus you can wear it without any strap at all and just hold it in the handle. So you have more versatility in use in this if you're comparing them side by side. Now I want to get into some of the pros and cons that I have found using this bag and some things you might want to consider before buying this bag. Whether that's positive or negative, you can kind of weigh it out for yourself if this bag is right for you. The biggest pro to this bag is pretty obvious, I think, the versatility of use. You have a handheld bag, you have a shoulder bag, you have a crossbody bag, all in one bag. This makes this extremely good for travel. It's also one that if you want to turn it around to the other side, you don't have the Dior logo. It can be slightly more quiet luxury, though I think the design of this quilting is pretty known as a Dior bag, so it's not completely quiet luxury. Con to this bag, especially if you have another strap on it, is it's loud. Like a Lady Dior, Dior D-joys, they're all very loud bags because of these clanky charms on here, and you can't remove them. A big pro to this bag for me is that I love the closure. Getting in and out of this is very easy, and even sometimes I will slip my phone in here and it's kind of in front of this. Some people could see this as a con because you can, kind of just reach your hand down in there a lot easier. It's not as secure as, say, a Chanel mini rectangular would be with a proper twist lock closure. You kind of have to weigh what is more important for you, ease of getting in and out, or do you want your bag to be more secure? Huge pro to this bag, and why it's really turned me on to Dior more than Chanel right now, is the fact that you can dress this bag up and dress this bag down. I will show more examples of this when I do the how to style section, But depending on what strap you're using or if you're holding it in the hand, how you style it, this bag can go from casual, daily, crossbody to evening with a cocktail dress. This is exactly why I bought the size small, because I wanted something that could transition. It makes this bag extremely versatile if you are traveling as well, because it can match with so many different outfits. A big con to this bag is the smooth leather, but since the Chanel Mini Rectangular now mostly comes in smooth leather as well, if you're in the market for this type of bag, you're gonna be dealing with smooth leather unless you look at brands outside of Dior or Chanel. You do have to be slightly more careful with this. Even the smooth leather on the handles, you wanna be careful. Don't store it like this. You want to store it with a handle on the top so it's not pressing against these charms. It does come with a little bag to put these charms in, like a little dust bag, and I do recommend storing your bag with that tiny dust bag around the charms just to keep your bag safer. This bag, I would say, requires a little more babying than, a grained leather bag. So you do have to keep that in mind. But as long as you're wearing it with like softer clothing and avoiding things that are embellished, I think this is still a really great bag considering the comparables in the market today. Another con of this bag can be that you have to be very careful when you set it down. When you set it down, the handles flop like this, and your bag is kind of packed heavy to one side. It can flip like this, and if you leave your bag like this, you're gonna cause indents in the leather. So that is something I've had to be very careful with. If you are driving a car and this bag is coming along with you, I would recommend a purse hammock. I will insert a picture. It sounds crazy, but this is where I set my bags in the car, and it really just keeps them upright instead of, in the seat where they fall over and move a lot more. So it does take a little additional care and consideration and use if you want to avoid dents and marks in the leather. I was going to say a pro of this bag is that it is cheaper than the Chanel Classic Flap, because when I bought it, it was about $500 cheaper than the Chanel Classic Flap, but it has had a price increase, so they are on par. I was going to rant and rave about how much value you get of this bag for the price point. Though I do think since they are on par, you get a better value out of this bag. It comes back to that versatility of use and versatility of straps, that I think that this bag, for the price point, I feel like you're getting a lot more for your money than you do at Chanel. Another pro to this bag is that I feel like it is the best adaptation of taking a classic style handbag and making it something new while keeping that essence in a respectful way. So many brands that take their classic bag and expand upon it in a different way, and it may look great, it may not, but this one is the first one where I've thought that they actually improved the style of the bag by giving it more versatility and making it feel a little bit younger as well. The Lady Dior can be a very formal bag, a very elegant, sophisticated. These are types of words that you would hear around the Lady Dior. This one is young, it's fun, there's still sophistication, but there's versatility. There's, this is for the girl that's on the go. They're thinking of the modern woman with the style of this bag and how versatile it is. So I feel like this is a great way to get the younger audience into Dior versus trying to attract them to the Lady Dior, which can feel a bit more mature and isn't always the first choice when people are going to look for their first designer bag or their first few designer bags when they want to get into Dior or Chanel or Hermes, like these big fashion houses. And this, I think, is a very strong contender for that Gen Z and younger audience because it marries classic, beautiful Dior heritage with a new and young feeling. So let's get into my buying advice for the Dior D-joy Small. Like I said, when I bought this bag earlier this year, the price was £3,450, which comes out to just about $4,400. At that price, I thought it was bang for your buck considering what else is comparable in the designer market today. Because this bag offers so much versatility, there has been a price increase at Dior and it has been a big one. Now this bag is $4,900 plus tax, but if you are traveling to Europe, Dior is massively cheaper in Europe, even without getting tax back. But Considering you get tax back on top of it, tax back will probably be somewhere between the 10 and 14% range, depending on which country you go to. So your savings is absolutely massive on this bag. If you can buy it in Europe, I think it is still worth it to buy it new there, especially if you're going for an electric color or a special color or a limited edition. Dior notoriously does not hold their value resale. Even the Lady Dior's, you can get them well under the retail value pre-loved. And if I was ever going to buy a medium Lady Dior, it would be pre-loved. You could get a very wide range of even limited editions. The Dior D-joy, because it is newer, they're not as flooded on the pre-loved market, so it may take you time to get the bag pre-loved, but you can find good prices for these pre-loved. So I would say if you're just going for a black one, or you're very open to any color, you just want the style of bag, look pre-loved first. From what I'm seeing even listed on Fashion File, you can save quite a bit on the medium size. The smaller sizes are harder to come by pre-loved, but you can find them if you wait. If we're looking at the prices that some have sold for recently on Rebag, you can see you can save quite a lot of money off of the new $4,900 US retail price. If you're based in Dubai, the bag costs 19,000 dirhams. So if I'm doing a comparison over here, you can see this is the current US price, Europe price, and the UAE price, and I put them all in dollars so you can see a one-for-one comparison. Keeping in mind, if you're traveling to Europe, you can get tax back on this as well, and US sales tax varies by state, so I just put plus tax, but factor in at least 7% higher for the US, because I think that's about the average sales tax for most states. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, if you can get it pre-loved because you're open to color, that's the way to go, or getting this bag in Europe on your summer vacation where you can get the tax back is the best. And I think we will see, as the prices rise, you're not going to see as big of a jump pre-loved, because Dior just historically typically does not hold the same resale value. So if you wait a year or two and there are more coming on the pre-loved market, I think you're going to easily be able to get this bag at a very good price that's not the new in-store price. So I've packed my D-joy full of items. I'll just show you how it looks inside, and I'll take them out and then we'll put them into the Chanel mini rectangular to see how many of the same items fit in that bag. So we have my phone. This is just the case, but obviously the full phone can fit. This is the iPhone 14 Pro Max size, so your big phones can fit in this bag. You can fit the phone and a lipstick on the end, like kind of next to each other. So that's a really nice feature about the length of this bag. Always switch to a card holder for this bag. It can fit a small compact wallet, but I find that it gets a little bit difficult with the phone if you have a compact wallet. So a card holder is a good way to save a bit of space in this bag. I keep my handbag hanger with me when I use this bag, just because I don't want it falling over and causing dents in the leather. We have my car key, house key. I've switched to a flat little comb for this bag versus like a travel brush just to save room, and Listerine strips. So that's pretty much all I would suggest carrying in here. You could fit a few more small items, but then it's going to become a little cumbersome getting in and out of the bag. Now, if we look at the Chanel mini rectangular, let's see how many of the items we can fit inside. We've got my phone, card holder, handbag hanger, house key, car key, lipstick. There's a bit more room left. Like, I think I could easily switch to a compact wallet in this and fit my phone inside without having trouble getting in and out of the bag. Because of the width of the bag, you do get a little bit more room in the Chanel rectangular mini. Now I'm going to show you some of my favorite ways to style the Dior D-joy. There is a wide range of outfits that you can make with this bag because of the versatility of straps. Of course, it goes beautifully casually, even when I'm just wearing filming today. Jeans, a button-up shirt in a nice bright color with the bag crossbody, and either like a sneaker or a sandal depending on where you live. But the way I probably wear this bag most is what I would call like elevated casual, and that's with a nice silk printed pant. Mine are from Camilla, and I've paired it with just a black bodysuit from Abercrombie and my Hermes sandals, which are almost a perfect match for the bag. I want to wear this for an evening out. It looks great with a printed dress. I love how it complements my Pucci dress, and I've just put some Zara heels on that match the same color of the bag. pop some pictures up here as well because I did use this bag for a black tie event, and I wanted to show you how even for a very elevated type of formal function, this bag looks beautiful. Now they say you should probably wear a satin handbag when the dress code is black tie, but honestly, I think this bag was killer and I got so many compliments on it. So I don't really think people care that much what material your evening bag is, but just remove the straps and it gives it a very elegant vibe.
So there are three main ways to wear this bag. First, you can wear it in the hand. This is great for evenings out. For reference, I'm 5'6" tall and I wear about a US size 6 for size. You can also add the shoulder strap, and this looks very nice, especially for evening looks. It just makes it, a little bit more elevated, I think, and it's super comfortable to wear under the arm. The last way you can wear it is crossbody. This strap, I feel, gives it more of a casual vibe. You can adjust this strap a little bit, so I have it where I feel comfortable on my body.